Well, guys, boy, He-Man Revolution, Matching Revolution Part 2, the finale to this weird story. And, let's get party started. Hey guys, me and Tesmo, I'm the Matching Universe Revolution Part 2, the conclusion to this weird story I kind of made at the Matching Universe story. Yes, I've mentioned before, I got Part 1. Part 1, I mean, yes, I know it's controversial, but I don't give a damn about the story and it's fascinating. And Part 2 is what the finale to this story. So, did Part 2 got everything terrible? Did Part 2 actually leave out of no controversy? Or did people get pissed off crazy? Let's find out. Let's get Part 2. What's been the plot of Matter Revelation Part 2? While Soldier, Adam, and the other gun help with his goal to exploit his newfound power of evil, ranks punching and turning into chaos. That'll be the part in the show. Okay, there's more to it than that, but that'll be the part in the show. Alright, the part in the show, well, as you well know, in Part 1 I did what I did in story. Yes, I'm in Part 1 I did got full advertising, you gotta admit that, and they did get to get He-Man aside, the Tira. But you know what? It's all about bringing He-Man back, and the second He-Man got stabbed, oh no, I'm dead. Like, anyway, I ain't crying. No, you moron, like he's not dead. And then even show in Part 2, he's alive and kicking. So I'm just going He-Man is dead in the show. He's not. So, you picking my queenie, stop it. Like, what the story before you jumped the gun, you idiot. And look, that's because I'm crazy. A lot of people would, hey, look, I get it. I get the crazy, I understand why you got to come on, but you gotta understand, like, He-Man wasn't dead. In fact, we get to see him and get kick-ass in the show. It's fun. But, speak of it before we get into that controversy, what's the idea to tell you so much in this show? Okay, we find back to the Dollar Soldier, which, no shit. Like, I need after the baby. Okay, I ain't know for the baby. We're gonna have to, He-Man and stuff more than I do. But we find it's Soldier's daughter, and she is not becoming new He-Man. That did not happen. Adam's He-Man. So if you put it happen, stop it. Stop watching Uma, you idiot, and watch the show. And my god, the story after with the show is pretty good. I love the story, Part 2. It's way better than Part 1. And picked it up where Part 1 left off, obviously. And with Adam actually did a Savage He-Man, it's awesome! Oh, it's just so good back awesome. Yeah, it's just rage and anger, but it makes sense because He-Man can kick ass. It's awesome. And yet, the story is forward more after when China said that He-Man himself, but I get a crazy thing like that. But you know what? Fuck it. I just want to avoid God. The story's pretty good. It's cool story back on him. We get to see all the matches we get a kick ass say today. It's pretty cool. And I need to tell you, so spoiler, big spoiler, the main bad guy in this story is Skeletor, but yeah, that gets silenced to another evil villain. And who I'm referring to, well, okay, I need to tell you, so spoiler, big spoiler, I'm sorry, normally I will spoil it on this type of show, but you know what, this time it's crazy, so spoiler, if you're not seeing the show, tune out, so sorry about it, folks, I need to tell you. So basically, Evil Lynn has her own bit of agenda against Skeletor, and yeah, what to say, she at the, how can I say, oh, what? Trick Skeleton gain the power, and then she gets the power with the illusion. Yeah. Spoiler it, I'm sorry, but I need to tell you, and well, that didn't annoy me. Like, what? Well, you tell me that Skeleton got all the power, and they get tripped by you, and then she gets power. What the hell? It annoyed me, but it had to make sense. Why? Because Evil Lynn is a jerk, and yet she had to work with Skeletor, but Skeletor is an asshole. Screw Skeletor, he's a jerk. So, I'm kind of, sort of, and she betrayed him. But yeah, it's gonna happen anyway, it makes sense. And for what we did, yeah, we did get to see Skeletor and He-Man get the He-Man kick ass, it's pretty cool. Spoiler it, I'm sorry, but I need to tell you John Cree. And I'm actually got a moment when you got the, like, hero and villain team, it's pretty badass. And it's pretty cool. Speaking of the story, let's get animation. Animation-wise, perfection. It's the same animation from the guy who made Castlevania animated before, and it's pretty cool, that's awesome. And I love animation style, it's so cool, and it's so gorgeous, it's so badass, it's awesome. And that fight scene is pretty cool, and animation is great, and you can take animation with heart and soul and buttons in this show. And I love animation, animation's great, perfection, can entertain, but yeah, there's also killing, but the king has to be earned in that force, and it has to go quick, it's annoying me not. Before we dig in, animation too bad, it's awesome. But speaking of story, let's get to Tiro herself. Okay, Tiro herself in this episode, well, not this in part of the episode, it does actually realize her mistakes, and she actually learned the truth about her heritage. It's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. She actually learned from her mistake and had to be the new sorceress. Because remember, she's the soldier's daughter. If you know human mythology, you already know that story. And it's pretty cool to see the story play out. Yeah, there's a melodrama, I can admit that, but it makes sense. Because one, if you were actually born in and you would not know the truth, You'll be angry. But then she was going to have to accept after what she made a mistake, and she learned how to be hello. And it worked. And it made sense. And when she achieved my point, becomes really funny, it's awesome and badass. I mean, it's so bad, it's awesome, it's fun, I love it. Oh, by the way, do the trailer actually lie actually like today last time, actually, part 1? Nope, they don't lie at all. We get to see Chapel Team get kicked out in episode 1, episode 2. Then in episode 3, Adam go back to doing that with his family, pretty cool. Again, I'm sorry so much spoiler, it's kind of crazy, but it's pretty cool. And in the finale, it got to Taco Bell. It's a good finale. Well, I don't like it in 5 episodes. In 5 episodes, it's way too short. In fact, that's my main problem with the show. It's way too short. It feels like a quick wait, what? Wait, couldn't you come down and work from character development before he jumps to the gun over and over and over and over? Yeah, it's my negative. This should have been longer. Like 5 episodes, it seems way too short. If anything, this should have been like 10 episodes, not 5. But I get it, they want to split with the part 1, part 2. But for what we did get, it was a pretty cool at the show. Well, now I feel he mentioned the whole year. It's a good show, and the way this part 2 ended, third opens up a can of worms that's very interesting and fascinating. I don't know if we'll get part 3 because government just showed a controversy beyond belief. But for what we did get, this is actually what a cool at the show. It's a good at the part 2, a good fan to the story, and I am very, very into the future. But overall, this was a good at the show. I highly recommend check the show out. It's really good. I recommend it. And look, I get the controversy. I get people pissed off. I get it. People, just watch part 2 and judge it for yourself. Do not jump the gun again. Do not have to create again. And oh god, people, just watch the story and see what happens and see how it turns out. Now, it's here the main character like in part 1. Kind of. Yeah, I know some people are mad about that, but I get it. But here's the thing. Adam does help. Adam gets to kick ass. Adam gets to come with the plan. And when Adam's plan works, it actually works. Take note, actually, people who crazy. So when you get crazy, you actually watch the show before you judge it and go crazy. Look, I get it. I'm talking to Connie, talking to Sammy. I don't give a damn. For what, I think it was a good story, a good show, and I invent you, I think, for the future. Now, do I just want to part 3? I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Which is a shame, but before we get that, it's pretty cool. Before that, there's so many, I come from the voice guys. We'll get so many Mark Hamill and Skeletor. He's actually fun. I know Mark Hamill and Skeletor, he's so bad, he's awesome, he's funny. It's so hilarious. Like, I think everybody's a good Skeletor. He's not as long as the little boy that Skeletor in form. You know what we did get? It's pretty cool, and it has Skeletor a ton of fun. Heck, even Skeletor playing, he's still at the human get a jerk. But it makes sense, and it's pretty cool, and I am into the future after of this series. Like I said, do I suppose we get part 3? I doubt it, because part 2 kind of left me to tell about. Well, kind of. There is a weird upload at the end of the finale, which I can't tell to spoil much more, but I'd say it's pretty cool, and I'm into the future. But you got that good, wish it. But overall, this is a good part 2, a good finale to this weird story. And it's your fan He-Man. I get people get pissed off, but you know what? I don't give a damn. I think that it was a good story. I made it in the future. Now, is it bad CGI, the He-Man show? No, I didn't see that He-Man show. I think it was far better. Because that story, I came over with He-Man, more of a story. Yes, CGI animated me real. You know what? Fuck it. That CGI animated He-Man was pretty good. It was a good story, a good show, and Skeletor was funding, and I made it in the future. But what we did get, it was a good part 2. And I made it to the future. Now, is it perfect? No, fuck me. It's a good show. I recommend it. But you know what, Tom? I need to borrow it. Oh, no, I'm waiting. Alright, what I did? We're going to Imagine New Evolution Part 2. I did the show today. 4 out of 5 stars. Is it perfect? No. Is it good? It's good. Is it better than Part 1? Oh, hell yeah, it is way better than Part 1. Part 2, I actually been more active about my humor show and ton of fun. And I made it the future of this series. Like I said, do I still get Part 3? No. I don't think it's going to have any chance soon. But what I did get, it's a good Part 2. I made it the future. But you know. I did it, but a little bit of Imagine Part 2. supposed to be part of coming over to better in show. Do I get to it? Also very fun Twitter. Comment channel for 2 stars. Forget about kind of some story. Play the can. I saw on game. Bye to you. See ya. Bye, my new. See ya. Bye, my new. See ya. Bye, you man. Bye.